Yeah. First off, just want to thank all my subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Today what I want to do is I want to make it clear why I don't speak on certain situations, certain topics, and why I really don't speak on people. And I want to make that clear today. So for me, there's a number of different reasons. First one is that a lot of the times I really don't have enough information to pass judgment on something. I don't have enough information to determine what's going on. Oftentimes what we do is we'll look at something on the surface and we'll look at it as black and white, not really realizing that there's a lot more that went into that, right? So that's one of the reasons why I don't speak on it. It's probably the lesser of the reasons, but that's one of the reasons. I'm just not educated enough. I don't have enough information so I can really make an educated breakdown of what's going on. So, or really say what somebody's character is, especially if I don't know them. I can't go off of hearsay or off of rumors or anything like that, right? I don't know. I can't really guess people's intentions. That's not what I do. So that's the first reason. The second reason is because it's mainly how I was brought up. I was brought up to not really to mind my own business. You mind your business. Yeah, you are alert. You watch what's going on. It's like you watch what's going on and make sure it's not going to impact you, right? And if it doesn't impact you, then you turn away. All right, this has nothing to do with me. And that's the way I look at things. Like, look, I don't know what's going on. And I really don't want to know what's going on. Because it has nothing to do with me. What good is it going to do to involve me in any kind of tension or any kind of drama, any kind of scenarios that do not contribute to the progression of a positive lifestyle, right? So that's not something that I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit there and look at that. Part of it is because I don't really have a lot of time or even energy to involve myself in something else like that. And I'm going to explain why. There's two reasons. One of the reasons is the more minor reason. I'm not out there like that. You won't catch me on the streets acting a fool, right? So if I'm not on the streets acting a fool, why am I going to be on the internet doing that, right? I'm not pushing up on people. I'm not going to be like, oh, this is that. Nah, that's not what I'm going to do. And I'm not saying that people who give their opinions on things are doing that. It's just that's kind of the way I know myself. I know how I would do things. And I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to act at a character, where I'm going to step back in life, right? Because there are people who handle things really well. And they're able to speak on situations and speak about current events that are going on, which include people that are able to do it eloquently and able to do it intelligently. I don't see myself being one of those people. Honestly, I don't. And I'm not going to put myself in that situation. Second reason for me not doing that, is understanding what I have on the table. I have a family of 6. My wife, myself, my 4 children. My 4th child has severe intellectual disabilities, cerebral palsy, epilepsy. I have to help Rosie balance this family. I also have to go out there and, make ends meet. And on this platform, to educate and entertain. I don't really have time to get involved in anything else. Like that's my life right there. That's what I do. So you won't find me getting involved in anything else. I'll definitely chop it up with other people. And I'll have people on here who will tell their stories. I've had many people tell their stories, and I've always been interested in hearing their stories. So it's not that I don't have interest in people, it's just that I'm going to speak on people when they want to be spoken on, right? So it's like when they give me consent to speak on them, when they give me the okay to tell their story and help tell their story and react to their story, I'm definitely going to do that. I am. Because I've learned a lot from these interviews that I do. I've learned so much that, you know, it really changed my perception. Now I do a lot of mental health stuff because that was one of the things I seen. Well, what's the greatest common denominator when it comes to a lot of the issues and struggles that incarcerated youth or people who were system impacted or people who came from the streets or acted who were addicted to drugs? What's the greatest common denominator there? And that's some kind of trauma, especially in the early years. So because of that, I found it necessary to continue to push mental health. So I'm the kind of person that I'm willing to talk about ideas. I want to talk about ideas. I want to talk about ways to do things. The only way I will speak on something that like would be, and I don't want to say a negative way, but more of a way where it's like, okay, I'm going to do it more of an advocacy way, would be if it's something that's going to positively impact us as a people, as a society, and something we can get behind, right? I'm not gonna do it just because I want to put my opinion out there. Everybody has an opinion, and like I said earlier, some people are better at expressing it than others. So that's why when people ask me, what do you think about this guy doing that, or what do you think about that guy doing this, right? I often say I don't have enough information to speak on it, or what I used to say a lot, and what I'll probably start saying again, is I don't speak on other people. I'm not going to. Anything that happens to people, if it becomes negative or you know they're hurt or even greater than that, I will say my heart goes out to their families, because families don't know what, you know, they have nothing to do with what an individual does, right? They're gonna love you regardless. I know, because my family loved me when I was out there doing stupid shit. So my heart does go out to them, because I know what it's like to lose somebody you love. And while I was, you know, hurting over and grieving over someone that we lost, someone else was probably celebrating, and that's unfortunate. And that has to do, I think, again, like I was saying earlier, with trauma, their own hurt, their own demons they're dealing with. So yeah, that's why. So when it comes down to it, you're not going to hear me speaking on people. You're not going to hear me speaking on, oh, well, this is going on over here, that's going on. If it's not something positive, it's not something that's going to push forward, you know, progression in our lives, something for, especially like, you know, a lot of people are who are on the channel, even, it doesn't matter the age, but they're mature, they got their life going, and sometimes we're dealing with things, and it's more to help us. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to entertain us and help us. You know, if I could bring some kind of education, if I could bring some kind of entertainment, that's what I'm gonna do. And you know, I'm gonna try to continue to do that. That's my lane. That's where I fit in at. Anything else, I'm not paying attention to it. I'm not. I have a lot on my plate, as I stated earlier, and there's other people who do that way better than I do. So this is what I do, and I'm happy with that. And if I don't get a lot of subscribers, or people are like, that's boring on me, this and that, it's cool, dog. I don't mind. You know, I don't mind. There's other things that I do, and I appreciate the people that do watch. I appreciate the people who come here for a positive interaction, for people who come here to, like I said, be entertained, engage in fulfilling conversations, or even if it's not me, one of my guests, provide some kind of education or even a thought, some kind of a spark. That I appreciate those people, and that's why I do it. So if there's other people who see my videos and like, it's kind of boring. I want to hear some war dogs. I want to hear this. I want to hear that. There are plenty of people who do that and who do that great, are very good at what they do, very charismatic, and very entertaining. But yeah, that's not what you, unfortunately for you, that's not what you'll find here. We have different things we do here. So, hopefully that's pretty clear. And again, if somebody asks me about somebody especially if I don't know that person, or if it's some kind of thing that's going around that's really not anything positive, then I am going to say I don't speak on other people, because I don't. If it's giving props, I'll definitely give props. If I'm giving props to people like American Cholo, Gail from American Cholo, if it's props to giving props to Josh Rascal from the Homie Hangouts, if it's props to LA Times, Cholo Trucker, G Lou, Sonny, Tony A, right? I'll give people their props. I will. I'll give people their props who are doing dope shit. Young Beeves, CYA Entertainment. I'll give people their props. So I'll speak on that for sure. If you ask me to speak on somebody and build somebody up, I'm gonna do that. If you want me to tear somebody down, I'm not gonna do that. Charlotte, this is not the place for that. So I know I'm kind of ranting now, so I'm gonna end it. Just wanted to get that point out there. Much love to the Nasty Crew. Much love to all my YA babies. And with that, we out. Peace.